Hello there, good afternoon everybody. It is Tuesday the 19th of December 2023 and welcome to another video by myself, Mr. Drone. You'll see once again I'm sat in my studio bringing this video to you. I was hoping to get to site one more time before Christmas, or once or twice before Christmas to be honest, to the Everton site, but unfortunately I checked the weather once again this morning, and from today onwards, we are going to be having anything up to 50-mile-an-hour gusts of wind, and it's certainly not good enough. It's not good for flying drones. Definitely won't be safe for flying drones. In my opinion, I wouldn't fly my drone on or around the site at Everton in those winds. Luckily, anyway, I have got a video to bring you with some more still shots in relation to the team coaches and the access routes for team coaches and other vehicles at the new Everton Stadium at Bramley Dock. Reason being, there's still quite a few people mentioning on my channel and asking questions. You know, they're saying, where will the coaches enter? How will they get to site? The team coaches and other vehicles. And although we've gone through it before and explained it, I've had quite a few really good shots and explanations sent over to me by David Badcock once again. So thank you very much to David. So what we'll do, we'll run through them now, share them, do this video from my studio. And what I'll do, because I can't get to site this week, I will look at putting together a nice little time lapse for us, okay, to have a look at the site from July 21 up to now. So I'll do my best to get something out to you this week with that, okay? Anyway, let's have a look at these shots and explain this coach access one final time, hopefully, because this covers a lot. Let's have a look at them. Okay guys, so first up is this shot where you can see it's concentrated at the northeast corner where the access will begin. You can see we're looking overhead and you can see the hydraulic tower building just below, which shows it's the northeast corner. So we'll look at first of all the gateway, top left, highlighted in orange. It does say that this gateway is approximately 4.5 meters wide and will provide the access to the coaches. And now just to give a little bit on the dimensions and everything, you'll see that there's some wagons highlighted in yellow, and the note to that says that coaches in the UK have an average length of 12 metres, an average width of 2.55 metres and an average height of 3.81 metres. The coaches' widths will be very similar to the United Utilities lorries seen here, circled in yellow below. So you'll see that there showing the dimensions, and just to give a little bit of an idea of scale, and just highlighted down below right in the middle, it says that there's skips there that will be around 2.5 metres wide, as they're basically a lorry width. So that's why they've been highlighted there, again, just to give an idea of scale, okay? Okay, moving on to the next image, we'll go from top to bottom. So looking at the same view, still the northeast corner, we're looking at those gates and the initial access. So in yellow, we've got the team coaches or other extraordinarily authorised vehicles will be the only vehicles allowed to enter or leave the site up to 2 hours before or after the match/event. There will be an exclusion zone along a fair stretch of Regent Road, either side of the site. There will be a total embargo on any vehicle movements except emergency vehicles 1 hour before or after the match event. And in blue, you'll see there's an arrow top left right by the gate and the access. In blue, it says the coaches will approach the Northern Regent Road gate from the north. And you'll see that arrow is showing that approach, okay? And in red, and it says there will be 2 retractable bollards shown here in red. You'll see the 2 lines installed in the gateway to control vehicle access at all non-event times. Okay, this next image shows that we've moved up the northern side slightly, and it says the coaches will progress under the north stand overhang, and you'll see the blue arrows showing the route up. The width between the 2.5 metre path next to the stand brick walls in pale yellow and the black overhang support pillars is 5 metres. At this point there is a 1.5 metre between the black posts and the perimeter fence. Just to re-emphasise, 5 metres is nearly double the width of a standard width coach and is a lot more than the average width of a motorway at 3.65 metres. Okay, so again, it's just explaining the scale, that there's more than enough room there. The orange that you see at the bottom is what will no longer be Everton's ground. That's why that's blocked out in orange at the bottom. Okay, and this next one is just showing where the coaches will go again. So we'll start at the top, looking at the blue arrows as well. The blue says the team coaches will drive up to the security hut and the gate / barrier before gaining access further into the site. You'll see the security hut is marked out there. It says a brick-clad security hut, and there's a drawing of it, an illustration of it, and then there's the unspecified gate / barrier in red. The long orange line is the United Utilities and Bramley Moordock boundary, and that was what we shown in the previous image that was blocked out in orange to give you that vision of what will be United Utilities boundary. And then the yellow says this is the access way. Sorry, it doesn't. It says this access way is approximately 7.5 metres wide, which is 3 coaches width and about 2 average motorway lanes. So just think of that 3 coaches width. So you could even get one going up and one coming back if it's not going to happen, but they're just trying to explain that you could have them passing really and still have room for another, or have 3 going up at the same time really. Not that it will happen, but again, it's just emphasising that there is more than enough room there. Okay, in this next image, we're moving up towards the northwest corner, and you'll see the west plaza that's being shown in this picture to the right. And what we'll do first is read out the box at the bottom right, which gives us the notes on this image. It says the old Bramley Moordock walls will still have the granite coping stones marking out the curvature here at both ends of the west plaza. The line of the walls will still be visible under the terracing up to the west stand facade underneath the mezzanine. As on the east plaza where the dock water used to be, they will lay multi-tone 100% natural coated precast concrete slabs with light and shade to create an impression of a water ripple effect, which is highlighted in the dark bluey grey as we put there. It's just in front of where the green marking is. Okay, that's the dark bluey grey we speak of. So it's marked out, the mezzanine in yellow is marked out there. You can see the top, it shows where the water channel will be put back, and the west quay further up to that. We're also showing in the grey, the top grey note right in the centre says the terraces, tunnels and steps from the ground level up to the mezzanine with side cheek diagonal walls at either end. And then the lime green rhombus icon is on the lowest set of steps and ramps that lead down to the decking from the ground level. Okay, staying in the same position, but lots of information on this one. Lots of arrows that will all be explained now. First of all, at the very bottom, you'll see where it's marked in red, the front of House Hall. Okay, that's marked out in red. Now we'll read through the notes on this, which says the team coaches will be the only vehicles expected to use the West Plaza, apart from emergency vehicles, obviously. The dark blue centred arrows indicate the coach route in reasonable weather, dropping off the teams at the front and centre of the large central tunnel through the terracing, which is the lime green star. After dropping off the teams, the coaches can stay on the west quay or return, as shown with the red centred arrow, and either park in the front of House Hall or go off-site to return later. In poor weather, there is the option of the coach sticking its nose in under the mezzanine, as shown by a yellow centred arrow, for the teams to debus, but it will not be likely to be able to pass right under, as the space is too confined and fans will be using that space. The very few authorised cars or vans will just go straight to the west quay, over the northern bridge shown by a green arrow, and they will return via the northern bridge too. They will have the same restrictions on movements before and after the match times, of course. I'll just hold this image there for a minute, because there's a lot of information there, and you may want to have a reread and look at those arrows on the floor, because it's hard to take in, okay? Okay, and this last image does just outline that this is an impression of how the North Access Way and the West Plaza will look. Whilst the outlines are near the truth, please don't shoot the messenger for slight inaccuracies. The orange foreground is land that belongs to United Utilities. The distance between the United Utilities boundary and the foot of the North Stand brick wall is 10 metres at the northeast corner of the stadium, shown here with a red arrow. Whilst actually, although it says northeast corner, it's not, because that's actually the northwest corner. So it's 10 metres at the northwest corner of the stadium, shown here with a red arrow. As we said above, please don't shoot the messenger for slight inaccuracies, and that certainly was one. But we will not shoot the messenger for that. Indeed we won't. So yes, this just gives, as we've said, the impression of how the North Access Way and West Plaza will look. Okay, you can see that the water's been added back in. It's showing the United Utilities boundary and the foot of the North Stand brick wall. Okay, so yes, okay, that is the last image to cover, guys. We will finish up there, and there you go. I hope you enjoyed that video. These videos with the images and the information on seem to be received quite well by you all. I do always mention that it is a subscriber who sends these to me with a lot of information, named David. David, thank you once again. David does give me permission to use these and create a video for my channel. A lot of people mentioned getting David on my show in my studio to have a chat with, and the invitation is there. But David has said he's a person of quite a busy person, but he's a person that prefers to put these sorts of images and shots and share his information and that, rather than sit down and go on a video, which is absolutely fine. Complete respect to that and understanding. So yeah, no problem at all. Again, thank you to David for that. And guys, yeah, that should alleviate anybody's concerns or issues or anything about the access way for the team coaches and other extraordinary authorised vehicles or emergency vehicles going up that route. Okay, that should give us all the information we need to not have to cover it again. The only way we'll cover it again is keeping an eye on it with the drone and an eye on how they change it. Okay, to kind of prove the points that we've made. But I hope you enjoyed that video. As I said, guys, at the beginning, the weather doesn't look like it's going to be good enough for me to get back before Christmas this year, so I'll look at putting together a nice time lapse for you all to have a look at of how the site's changed from beginning to now. Okay, I'll try and get that out to you as soon as possible, but the time lapses do take a little bit of work, a little bit of extra work. They're a lot more time consuming than me attending sites, putting the drone up and talking through. The time lapses take a lot more work and effort and time. So yeah, it's worth it though, isn't it? Worth it to show you all. So yeah, I'll put that together for you. Other than that though, guys, please like, share, subscribe, hit that subscribe button. I will also like to wish you all a Merry Christmas at this point, in case I don't get my time lapse up before, but I think I will. But anyway, Merry Christmas to you all. Thank you all for everything this year. I hope you all enjoy your Christmas. Yeah, please like, share, subscribe, keep watching. Thank you everyone. Take care. Bye now.